What's up, everybody? T-Wolves 2016 here, and we had a Game 7 tonight, and as any hockey fan knows, yeah, we had Game 7 tonight. Sorry, pulling up the game stats so I can accurately tell you. Ovechkin getting the game. I wasn't wearing this during the game, so if any of my subscribers are Bolts fans, don't worry, I wasn't jinxing you. I was actually wearing my red Minnesota Wild jersey. The red with the green hits my Ryan Suter jersey. Sorry, it's loading. So the Capitals beat the Lightning for a second straight game to the tune of 4-0. Braden Holtby delivering back-to-back shutouts. Andre Burakovsky scored 2 goals. Ovi had the game opener goal. Burakovsky had 2 goals, and then Backstrom scored the empty netter. Now, where does Tampa go from here? Well, Tampa's kind of like Pittsburgh right now. They both have very good squads. However, their squads are starting to look a little, as you start to consider the cap issue they're most likely going to be faced with. A lot of people online, as I've seen so far, have started to blame they're starting to blame Vasilevsky for these, and I don't think a lot of them can be blamed on Vasilevsky. I mean, two of the goals allowed were breakaways, and I mean, that's, as a goalie, those are hard. Those are really hard to defend against. And the fact that, there were 2 breakaways in which the Capitals scored, I think that really, I think that pokes more. It shows that there were more holes in Tampa's defense than there were bright spots. Now, don't get me wrong. The Capitals offense was great. One instance in the first quarter, we had a brawl. We had a brawl in the first quarter, a line brawl essentially. I mean, it wasn't really everyone fighting. They were all just, do-si-doing, kind of, skating around. And then Coburn of the Bolts actually threw what I believe was Burakovsky's jersey off of him and onto the ice. And Tom Wilson responded to this by getting aggressive. They both got 2-minute roughing or unsportsmanlike minors. And then they fought as soon as they got out of the box, and they were sent straight to the locker room because there wasn't adequate time that period to serve, at the end of the first period, to serve those penalties. So they sent him back. I like the move by Wilson. I think it shows I know a lot of people don't like Wilson, but I like that move by Wilson. I think him stepping up is impressive. I think it's a really good thing to see Wilson stepping up for his teammate against Coburn, and because he just sees Coburn throwing Burakovsky's jersey on the ice, and Wilson loses his mind. He's like, I'm not going to stand up for this, and he doesn't, and I think that's really cool. I just, to be fair, going into the Western Conference Finals, prepare the jinx. I actually did think I did pick Winnipeg and Tampa to move on. I think that would have been a great finals. I think at the time going in, you had 2 offensive powerhouses. Tampa had pretty much all 4 lines scoring goals, and Winnipeg they knew how to pack on the goals. They knew how to keep it going, and they're both out now. And it's Vegas versus Washington, a finals that very few people predicted. I really wanted this finals from the beginning. I unfortunately did not pick it in my bracket challenge, and I'm really upset about that. But the reason I want to see this is both teams have so much to prove. Vegas is trying to prove that that they're a legitimate team coming into the league in their first year and doing as well as they did. And Washington is trying to get the monkey off their back. They're trying to win Ovi a cup. Personally, I'm going to be happy whoever wins this. I'm either going to see Ovi win his first cup. We're going to see history as the Vegas Golden. We're going to see history one way or the other. Ovechkin's going to either win his first cup or the Knights are going to be the first expansion team to win, the first expansion team in any of the big four American sports to win their sports championship in their inaugural season, and that's really cool. But that's getting into the finals, and I will probably do a finals prediction video. Still looking at ordering a Vegas Golden Knights jersey. Kind of not, don't have the money for it right now, so I'm kind of holding off on it for the time being. But I'll probably put on like a Winnipeg or Nashville jersey just for fun when I'm talking about it, just so I'm not jinxing anyone, because everyone gets, even me, like, I'm not even gonna lie, even before the game I was gonna put my Caps jersey on, and I'm like, I can't jinx anyone. I gotta be fair. Even though I wanted the Capitals to win, I thought Tampa was gonna win, but I wanted the Washington Capitals to win. So either way. But this game just really shows that outside of Hedman and McDonough, they didn't really have a lot of defensive depth. They had a lot of defensive breakdowns. Tampa Bay looked overwhelmed on the ice. They were just getting outshot and just most genuinely outplayed. I don't think there's a lot that Tampa could have done here. I don't think there's a lot Vasilevsky could have done. I think these last two games, with their stars being quiet, I think this shows another glaring issue that teams often have. Like Chicago definitely had it this season. Edmonton definitely had it. When you rely on star players to deliver when they need to, and if they can't do that, you just don't have goal scorers all the way across the ice. You're going to have the people who score the occasional goal, the tip in, like Ryan Reeves' goal against Winnipeg to send that series, to the final score of what it was. I think it was 4-2 or something like that. But that being said, I didn't think Tampa Bay had a really good top two lines throughout the entire playoffs, and then this series they were just shut down. I don't think Holtby was as good as everyone is touting him out to be. No, don't get me wrong here. He shut out the Tampa Bay Lightning for 2 straight games. I think they said he was the 6th goalie all time to shut people out in back-to-back games 6 and 7. When you need a goaltender to deliver you a performance, that in a moment, this is that moment, and Holtby delivered his team 2 straight shutouts and gave his team a chance to lift Lord Stanley's Cup. Something interesting I noticed this year, however, both teams, and I wonder when the last time this happened, because I haven't actually done any research into it. I wonder what the last time in which both teams heading to the finals touched their respective trophies. Because I remember when Crosby was doing it, or when the Pittsburgh Penguins were winning, Sidney Crosby would touch the trophy, because the one year he didn't, they lost in the finals. So he touches it from here on out, and then they won, right? Well, Derek England got the orders to hoist the trophy from Marc-Andre Fleury, who was Crosby's teammate. And, Ovi touches the cup. I think, I personally think it's all, it doesn't, I don't feel like it carries as much weight as the President's Trophy thing does. And I think the President's Trophy really only carries the weight of teams thinking, that they're better than they actually are, and ignoring the gaping holes in their play in order to focus on the fact that, yay, we're the best team in the regular season. So that being said, Washington, by a 4-0 victory, wins the series 4-3. It was a great Game 7. I was on the edge of my seat the entire game. I think it was a great game. I was really wanting, I had that feeling in my stomach. I'm like, I couldn't grasp that Washington had done it. I just kept waiting for Tampa to make a comeback, and they never did. And now it's going to be Washington versus Vegas. It's going to be a great final. So either way, I hope you have a great morning, evening, dusk, dawn, twilight, whatever it is. I hope you have a great whatever time you're watching this. I hope you made it to the end. I hope I'm not boring you too much. If you're new to the channel, please do leave a like and subscribe. I always love talking to you guys. And playoff, the finals start Monday. Peace.